Now we're about to start prepping for our smoky jollof, and we're going to start off with steaming our turkey. We're going to cook our protein first, and for this dish we're going to be using turkey. So I'm just here slicing this onion so we can use this to season the turkey while we're steaming it or cooking it. Now we're going to also dice our garlics as well, peeled and washed garlics. We have our chopped onions, our diced garlic that you saw me chopping and dicing earlier. This is everything we're going to be using for our smoky jollof. So we have garlic salt, we have rosemary and curry, thyme, ground ginger, bay leaves. Of course, we'll use our tomato paste, and I love to use Gino tomato paste. For this recipe, I'm going to be using the Gino original, and of course, pepper and onion tomato mix. We have our fresh turkey that we're going to be cooking. In here, we have our jollof mix. Now, this jollof mix consists of fresh bell peppers, habanero peppers. Once you go into any Nigerian market, you just ask them you want bawa, tatashe, rodo, and you mix all of that up, you blend it, and then you boil it down. However, I'll create another recipe to show you how I make this. We also have our vegetable oil, and voila! The star of the show, our washed rice that we're going to be using. The first thing we're going to do for this recipe is to cook down our turkey. However, if you already have cooked, fried, air fried, steamed, boiled protein, you can just skip this step. So into our pot, we're going to add our turkey. Next, we're going to add some onion. Please be generous with your onions. They add a lot of flavor to your cooking. So we're going to add some onion, and the next we're going to add is our diced garlic. Garlic just takes your dish to another level. Next, we're going to add some ground ginger, some thyme, rosemary and curry. I'm going to leave out the garlic salt, and I'll just use regular salt. I'm using sea salt here. Please use whatever salt you have available. I'm going to add some seasoning as well. Please adjust according to your taste and preference. I will then stir all of this, put it on fire, then add some water. Right. And typically this will take about 8 to 12 minutes to cook. So it's been 10 minutes and turkey is ready. There was something I didn't show you earlier on. I added some chili flakes into this. That's why you see the chili there. So I'm just going to take out the turkey and repeat the same step like I showed you when we were cooking our goat meat. I'm just going to take out the turkey, then sieve the meat stock to have just the stock. Yes, so you allow that to drain out, so you get all the juiciness from the meat stock. Using the same pot, we're going to fry our turkey. So all I did was just rinse the base of the pot, and we're going to let that dry up. So in our dried pot, we're going to add some vegetable oil. Please ensure you have a generous amount of vegetable oil because we're going to be deep frying the turkey. In the hot oil, we're going to add our turkey gently. So if your pan or your saucepan or whatever you're using to fry can take all the turkey or all the protein that you have, please by all means you can put them all in at the same time. If not, you can fry it in batches. Now my turkey is fried to perfection. This is how I like my turkey fried. So I'm tempted to eat one of these, but I have self-control and discipline like Daniel in the Bible. So I no go chop them. I'll wait till the rice is ready. Feel free to try your turkey if you want. Don't be like me, or be like me, have discipline and self-control. Now we're going to transfer the pot we're going to use for our smoky jollof onto the gas. However, for us to get that rich flavor, the same oil we used in frying our turkey is the same oil we're going to use in cooking our smoky patty jollof rice. Are you ready? Repeating the same step, because I do not like to see particles in my food. I'm also going to, sieve through the oil into the pot I'm going to be using. Okay, our sieved oil going into the pot we're going to use. You can tell that this oil is already hot because we just fried some turkey. I'm going to add the onions into it. Yeah. Onions to become fragrant. Then I'm going to add some thyme. Please, you can measure this if you want. I know the quantity of rice I'm making, so I'm eyeballing it. Some ground ginger, as much or as little as you want. I'm going to add some bay leaves. So what I found out when making my food like this is when you add all of these spices earlier on, it just helps the spices release all of their flavors into the oil. That is the base of what you are actually cooking. Last but not the least, when it comes to our spices, I'm going to add some curry powder. So I have some curry powder here. I'm going to add, please, like I said, add as much or as little as you want. I'm going to add the tomato paste in. So, and then we're going to let this fry. We want to let this fry till all that sour tomato paste taste is gone. This has been frying for about 4 or 5 minutes now. I'm going to incorporate the jollof mix into this now. And how you can tell that this has fried is you can see the obvious difference in color from the jollof mix and the tomato paste that was put in the pot earlier. So we're now going to let this fry, and then we would season this. This has been frying. The first thing I'm going to add here is our garlic salt. If you remember, we had our garlic salt in our plates, and this just adds that garlic flavor to it as well as the salt. Now I'm going to also add the seasoning powder. Please, you have to season this almost like you are trying to get your food salty. Season this almost like you're trying to get your food salty, but please, that's the method I use. You can use whatever method that you prefer. So this has been frying for about 5 minutes now. I'm just going to add our washed rice in. So this step is very important and critical. You want to add the washed rice in and then ensure that you almost like you're frying it with the tomato base that you have made. So combine all of it. So we are sure that this has properly combined. We'll just toss it around in the pan for another 1 minute. This has been frying for about a minute. Remember our meat stock, I'm going to add that now. Can't imagine all the flavors in this rice. And then I'm going to add some water to cover the rice. So this water is just about enough to get the rice cooking, and intermittently we're going to check on our rice, add some water if need be, to ensure that we have the best smoky jollof Niger rice. The rice has been cooking for about 20 minutes now. I just want to turn the rice so that the ones under can come up and cook, and the ones on top can go down. You lift and turn. So you lift and turn. You lift and turn. So you just turn and allow the rice cook. You can see it's already looking really good. Our rice has been cooking, and yeah, I added some water to this rice, but I'm going to show you how to get that smoky effect. I wish you were here to perceive. This rice is super amazing. To get that smoky effect, I'm just going to put a hole in the middle. And then leave this rice to smoke for about 7 to 10 minutes, and we'll be back. Our rice has been smoking. Guys, our rice has been smoking for about 10 minutes, and yeah, we have our, oh my god, oh my goodness, look at this beauty. See how beautiful this rice is. We have our Niger smoky jollof. So remember, you have to let your rice smoke or burn. Literally, you have to burn your rice to get that smoky effect. However, if you don't want to go this route of burning your rice, you can use activated charcoal. Those are the charcoals that they use for the likes of shisha. You burn those charcoal, you put it here in a foil paper in your pot after you've made the hole in the rice. Put in your activated charcoal that has been burnt, add a bit of vegetable oil to it, leave it in your rice, and then cover your pot and allow it to smoke for still 7 to 10 minutes. And there you have it, your ultimate Niger smoky jollof. See you next time, lovelies. Please do subscribe, follow our YouTube channel, put on the notification bell so you get to know when Sally of Soul Kitchen has dropped something yummy for you. Alright, lovelies.